Hello and welcome to this episode of West Key Customs, and today we take on a dinky Bedford van, and this is for the Beefeater challenge that was set up by a few guys out there, Pimp My Diecast and a few others. This is the diecast before any work was carried out. As you can see, it's a dinky Bedford AA van. It's had quite a hard life by the looks of it, quite a few chips all over the bodywork. The roof light itself has been broken off. Still attached, but obviously not where it should be. Quite a basic model, and obviously this Beefeater challenge is all about Woodstock back in the 60s and 70s, so it's all about hippie vans, psychedelic colours, war, peace and flower power and all of that. So obviously the in-vehicle then was obviously these hippie vans. Most of them were probably VW camper vans, but I thought for this one I'd do something different than a camper van. I'd do a Bedford van. So I took this dinky model as the starting point for this project. So first thing I needed to do is to obviously strip the vehicle down, strip the diecast down, so we can start beginning work on it. So here it is on the bench. I've actually already drilled out the two little rivets on the bottom. Just the two rivets to drill out. I haven't actually drilled and tapped the holes yet. I'm going to wait and make sure I don't need to modify the posts before I do that. As you can see, Dinky Toys Bedford van. Here's the base plates, very basic, just a metal base plate with the axles. I'll need to obviously cut these axles to remove them from the base plate, because I'm going to be changing the wheels to something else on this one. There's an interior inside which looks like it's held on by a small rivet, so probably need to try and drill that rivet out. The actual interior itself is quite brittle. It's already starting to crack when I try to remove it, and obviously there's also an attachment there for the roof light that I need to remove as well. So here we go. I've now managed to get I've drilled the rivet out that holds the interior in. So now I've got the shell all by itself. Here's the glass. Little crack to the very back of the glass, but that's okay because you're not going to see that. There's the roof light, which I've removed, and not going to be using that, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. The interior itself, the interior came out okay, but as I said before, it was brittle and it did break a little bit off the back when I removed it. So I need to just sort of fix this with a bit of styrene, and then I'll probably just give the interior a bit of a paint just to make it a bit different from what it is. But next steps will obviously be to tackle the main diecast shell itself. So get it in the paint stripper and get all the old paint off. So here it is after it's been in the paint stripper for about an hour. All the paint seems to have come off. I haven't gone over it yet with a wire brush or anything like that to get rid of the corrosion that's on it. There's a few little marks and dents on the roof, and obviously a couple of holes from where the light bar was fitted. So the next thing to do will be to clean the body up. Here's the base plate. I've cut. So what I did is I actually cut the little tops of the axle holes off, so I could remove the old axles. Because I've got to be putting some new wheels on here, so I'll have to be making some new axles as well. I'm going to have to now tackle the body itself, so I'm going to give this a good clean up with the wire brush on the rotary tool. Also going to obviously fill the holes in on the roof to get rid of those. Also, I think what I'll do is I'll probably be smoothing the roof off as well, just to make it a bit easier to put some sort of graphics on it. So here's the van. I've actually given it a sort of a base coat. I've decided to go for sort of a bit of a two-tone effect on it. Just giving it a coat of white and a coat of blue. Got the axles and the wheels attached for a bit of a sort of dummy run to set up to see how it's going to look. Decided to go for a set of slot mags, which I think are very sort of in keeping with that period. Obviously here's the interior again. I've given it a clean up, but obviously still need to fix that. Decided to sort of jazz it up a bit, customise. I'm going to put a bit of a spoiler on the back because all these sort of hippie vans I thought need to have something done to them. And I've also made, out of some styrene, I've made a couple of little side pipes which I'm going to attach to the bottom of the van. And so just to give it that little bit of extra detail and just make it a little bit different from a sort of standard van. I've got these sort of stickers, these sort of raised pearl sort of dome stickers. Got to stick one of these on each side to give it the sort of porthole window which a lot of these vans had fitted. when they were sort of turned into a hippie van or customised. But here's the base colours. Need to now start to put some graphics on it. I must confess I was going to sort of hand paint everything, but I decided it was, after painting a little bit, it was too fiddly, so I actually did the old water transfers and went through and got a load of sort of hippie water transfers and put on the van. I think it came out okay. Obviously glued the roof spoiler onto the roof. Here's the base. The axles are now all fitted. Window, giving that a bit of a clean up. What I've done is I've also done a bit of a wood sticker to stick on the back of the window to cover that crack, and I've also going to add a couple of windows to the back which were missing. As you can see, I've fixed the interior and painted up the side pipes, all ready to be fitted to the bottom of the van. Still got to put the little dome windows on, which I'll do in a minute. Just stick those on the side, which is pretty straightforward, and then it's just a case of getting it all together. Might possibly do some door mirrors, don't know yet. I'll have a look, see how it all goes together. So here's the finished diecast. Hope you all like it. My sort of interpretation of a Woodstock sort of hippie van. As you can see, fitted the side pipes to the side. Got the transfers on it. Got the little dome windows. They stick out a little bit too far, but it's all a bit of fun, this project. The Wolf Race slot mags are fitted, which I think are very in keeping with the period. I was obviously looking to possibly slam it, but obviously back then I think most of them were probably raised more than slammed, so kept the ride height sort of fairly stock. Added a load of decals to the roof along with the spoiler. Some back windows I've added in as well, just for a bit more detail. But yeah, here's my entry for the Beefeater Woodstock challenge. As I say, quite happy with overall how it sort of turned out. So I was planning to do it a bit more sort of hand painted on this, but sort of ran out of time. Also had a few sort of technical issues with recording videos, but it's all a bit of fun. So overall, happy with how it came out. So I hope you enjoyed this short episode for the Beefeater challenge. Plenty more episodes being uploaded soon for different diecasts. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and like the channel. Hopefully again, see you soon. Thank you.